Hello, this is Duntov. Today I'm at the Tropicana site. I am on the Oyo parking deck right now. It is Saturday, August 17th, 2024. So I had to come out a little early for this next video. Normally I come on Mondays, but I gotta work Monday. I won't be able to make it out here. But a lot has started to change even since I was here last time. So I will make my way around to the west side. Let me zoom in. I don't know how much we could see from here, but the theater on the west side has started to come down also. That would have been like around this area here. You can see this tall lower building. They're starting to knock that stuff down on that side, so we'll head over there and see if we can see anything. Of course they got the walls up and the sidewalks closed, but we'll get as close as we can. All right, but let's look from this east side here. We can see they got all the concrete that they're still working on. So you can see here, this looks like the pile that is not finished yet, because I can see rebar and stuff in there. So remember, they separate out the rebar. If we look down here, we got this dumpster, and then we can see a lot of rebar they have on the side. But now this is something new here. We got this pile of stuff here. I'm not even sure what it is, if it's just sand or if they're breaking this stuff up. It kind of looks like they might be. They got this piece of machinery. All I can read on it is GT440. I don't know if they're putting in the concrete in that and it crushes it up and then it puts it into the pile. You know, goes up the conveyor, and that's what it kind of appears to be. Like they got their own little crushing machine. So no one is working today, of course, because it's Saturday, but only person I see here is washing all the little Bobcats. He's got his power washer out and just cleaning them up right now. All right, so I see 4 of them right there. I wonder if they were the ones that were up in on the different levels of the towers. Probably are. Wouldn't be surprised if they're not cleaning them up to ship them back out. All right, we got this back tower here. So now, if we look, you can see how they got the dirt right here. So that pretty much seems like that's the ramp to get up onto that level. You can see the red flags there. So that seems like that's a ramp to get up on the level, but they got everything else cleaned around it. And if you look at these lower floors, you can just see how everything's just hollowed out big time on this side. Then this other side is still connected to this lower building, and they still have a lot of stuff going on in this area. When I was driving in, I did drive in down Reno, so Reno is the road right behind there. And I was able to see the buildings in there, and yeah, this lower building is pretty much, I'd say, more than halfway tore down. This building right here from the other side. So that's all they have left on this back tower, is to get that, and then it'll just be the shell of the tower. So, I mean, everything is moving really fast. If we look along the side, this long or the short side of the tower, you can see how they're starting to bust up some of the wall there, and you could just see all that rebar in there. At least from here, that's what it appears to be. I mean, there's a lot. So I know when they do the implosions, even a lot of the comments that I just had with people were saying how, you know, a few of the implosions, the certain like elevator cores and stuff didn't fall. You know, you can see why. I don't think this is an elevator core on the end, but just look at all the rebar, and you know, it takes a lot of explosives to bust it all up and knock it all down. So it'll be pretty cool to see how this thing goes. All right, I'm gonna try to look into this. You can see you got like, it looks kind of like a garage door area, but let's see if we could see anything inside. Kind of hard to tell on the viewfinder, it's so bright behind me again. A lot of times I don't notice what was in the video until I do download it, so I can, you know, just see it clearer. But there's that, and then we got some kind of orange writing on the walls here. Fire line. And we got fire pump 000. Pretty good. All right, I'm gonna pan on over a little bit. We can see how open the area is now over here. So remember, we had the giant swimming pool area and the walkway from the front tower to the back tower, and then they had all the original like motel style bungalow rooms that were on this corner and the other side. But everything's cleared up. You can see the construction walls. They even painted the inside of them. You know, being you got almost 4 years of construction until the new stadium is going to open. I guess they got to protect this wood so it don't just start drying out and breaking up. So they got all the walls painted. But it's moving quick. Alright, you can see one other thing down there. Just there is a water truck just driving around. Alright, so now we got the front tower. So the front tower, when I was here on Monday, they were starting to tear down where the Robert Irvine Public House, that was already gone. So we're gonna zoom in, and you can see this area here, how the whole like top level's already gone. We can see the Formula One kiosk that's was by that front tower. They still haven't touched any of that. I'm surprised they just didn't move that thing out of there. It looks like it's just a little type of like trailer temporary building thing. Still got that, but then if we look towards the front corner, you can see all the way through now. Before they had so this is the pedestrian bridge here, and if you remember, they had a little pedestrian bridge that went across and went into the casino. So that is all gone, and that bridge wasn't that long, but you can see how big of an area that is, so you can get an idea of how much of the lower building is missing. And then we can see all the way to the new construction wall that is built all the way around now. So all the views and access and stuff is gone there. I used to go stand right at the top of this area. This is where I would get the good views of the front tower stuff when they were dumping the stuff out of the different floors and all that. It was standing right up there by that. You can see the elevator right there, and I'd be right on that edge. So we are restricted there. Alright, so I'm not sure how well I'll be able to see it from the other side, but I want to show this front part of the building. I did show it in my last video. I think it says no demo. So if we look over here, it's got no demo there. And then we got these circle looking windows, like porthole type things. So there are more to look at. If we look here, there's one there that's been covered up over the years. But someone pointed out in the comments that this was like part of the original building. So My son and I looked it up, and if you look at the renderings for the original Tropicana, yeah, this is the lower, this lower part where it says no demo is like the main design of the Tropicana from the 50s. So it's pretty cool. You know, I mean, it was like regular windows then, where now it's, you know, they added on. They just kept adding on to this building. So that is part of the original Tropicana right there. So I'll look for a picture and I'll put that in this video so you can see how it looked originally. You know, they didn't have the big towers and it didn't have any of this stuff on the sides. But it's pretty cool. You know, they're uncovering the original parts of the building now. Alright, we got this lower part. So this part here would have been like what was connected to the bungalow rooms that were on this side. You know, they came out all the way up to this area here. And then if we look at all this, I'm just going to zoom in. I can't see on my viewfinder. I'm just going to zoom in and maybe we'll see some stuff pop up. You know, I've zoomed in to some of these things and there will be plants and pictures and everything's still on the walls. So I'm not sure. I can't see on that one. Let's move to this part in the front. Maybe there will be something in there. That kind of looks like a filing cabinet, what I'm seeing on my viewfinder. I think a chair. And those don't look like, it looks just like some kind of fence. I don't know what that is. And those appear to be like the plastic trays to use for the dishwashers, to put all the cups and plates and stuff. Could be wrong, but that's what it looks like from here. Alright, so it's going really fast. Alright, so I'm going to make my way down. We got the Tropicana here. We got the, you can see the construction wall all the way down now. So the sidewalk, I think, closes right. So if we look behind this billboard, that's, I think that was entrance 1 right there. So that is where they have the sidewalk closed off. You can't go any farther. So I'm going to cross at the crosswalk over here. And we'll go across to by the MGM Grand on that corner and work our way to the front and try to see some of the theater area. I am now across the street on Tropicana in front of the MGM Grand. That's the back tower. And then we could swing around here and see this front tower. And then just from here, just a good view. I wanted to show what I was talking about a little bit earlier. This is the original 50s building when they first opened. You can see the portholes there. Got something busting through there. Don't know what that would have been. But with all that added construction on over the years, you know, probably have to run, you know, different utilities and ductwork and stuff through the building. Okay, I'm going to keep making my way down the road. We're going to go on the pedestrian bridges and see if we could see stuff. am now on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and the Tropicana. Last time I was here, they were still putting up these construction walls, so now we can see that they are completed. They just need to paint them. And then again, there's no sidewalks on this corner, so you can't really even walk up there and go check anything. Well, here's the front tower. We can see this was, so right here, this is like where the main entrance was, like where you valet your car. And then all the facade of them fake looking lower buildings that were over here are now all tore out. And then this, so this is another view of the original building from the 50s. Okay, I'm on the bridge. I'm looking through the glass right now, but we can see this is the front corner. I'm now on the northwest corner. This is right in front of New York, heading over to Excalibur, so you can get a view of this front tower. Then you can see this front corner area. You could get a good view of like how much of this front lower building has been busted down, because remember, it used to come right by these escalators over here. Just had that little pedestrian bridge that went over, and then the building was right here, which is now gone. So I'm gonna keep making my way over. I can see over here that the theater is getting torn down, so let's head over there and see what we can see. I'm now in front of the Excalibur, so I want to show this front tower here. So if we look from here, we do have a excavator working underneath. We look under this pedestrian bridge. And then we can see all this lower building is all gone. So if you remember last time I was here, they still had a Michael Jackson sign on the side of the theater, and that is all gone right now. All right, I'm gonna go up on the bridge. I mean, they do have the, let's see if we can see the wall. You can see right there how it's blocked off, so you can't get close, but I'm gonna see if I could see it. There's a little bit of glass on the side. Maybe I'll have a better vantage point from there. All right, we're right by the top of the pedestrian bridge. We can see how it's closed off, but we have one good vantage point right here. actually another excavator. Can't really see him. He's right behind this sign. There, you can see him now moving. So it is moving fast. So once, you know, I'd say a couple more weeks, I'm thinking this lower area around this front tower will be finished also. And that'll, you know, give them time just to get it prepped and ready for the demolition. You can see the back tower there. All the floors again are all done. Then where the elevator core area is on this back tower, it's different from the front, so you can see all the walls are still up on the outside there where they look like they got the windows. It appears to me like that's staying because I haven't seen any of that punched out anywhere yet. So I'm just gonna focus in on this excavator, moving some of this debris around. We'll just see what he's doing. Kind of looks like he's trying to pull this, looks like some kind of steel beam. That's what it appears like he's trying to get out. So I'm just gonna keep the camera watching him a little bit and we'll see. Yeah, looks like a piece of something right there. Move the camera a little more. We got this construction wall in the way. Another big piece out, so he's just taking out the big pieces of steel and moving them behind them there out of the way. Alright, look at the other debris. So the theater, I know if you watch the liquidation cell video, they did have a few of the theater seats left, but I don't know if they took them all out or not. So I'm just gonna zoom in around this debris and see if we could see anything once the video's downloaded. So on my viewfinder I can't tell what I'm looking at, so we're gonna all see it together. Something purple. Can't tell on the viewfinder. It kind of just seems like one of them Mylar balloons. When I'm looking straight ahead at the pile, just myself, alright, I think I could see where I'm looking. Yeah. Looks like we would have a nice ladder that's just destroyed over there. Moving quick. Alright, so this week, if you watching my channel, I went to 2 different training camps. I went to one on Tuesday at the headquarters, and then on Wednesday night we went to the one at the Allegiant Stadium. That's the first time they've done any of them at Allegiant Stadium, and they estimated 30 to 40,000 people showed up to watch it. I mean, it felt like we were at a regular football game with all of the stuff going on there. So pretty cool. They're doing another one on Tuesday. I do have tickets, but I'm not gonna be able to make it to that one. But tonight is our first home preseason game. We are playing the Dallas Cowboys. So I will be going to that. I'll get a video of some of that, you know, going tailgating and all that. I don't know how much tailgating there will be, but knowing the Raider Nation, it's still going to be pretty good to, a pretty good time going on, and get to see a lot of my friends that I haven't seen since the last home game. So everyone, thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, Raiders1967. I'll continue doing the Demolition updates on Tropicana, as well as the Mirage, which is being transformed into the Hard Rock Resort. And then also now it's football season, so we'll be getting some of the Raider football stuff in there. So everyone, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I will talk with you next time.